And to close this week, I'm at Betadine Palace, one of Lebanon's historic castles. Many of these fortresses are left over from the Crusades, but Betadine was built later, at the end of the 1700s, in tribute to the country's ruler, Emir Bashir Shihab II. It's only an hour out of Beirut, but nestled among the mountains, it's a world away from the city's hustle and bustle. Legend has it that once this unique palace was completed, the emir ordered for the architect to have his hands chopped off to prevent him from building anything as beautiful ever again. The building was restored in the 1950s. Ziad's father was part of the restoration team. Yeah, good to meet you.
Yeah, welcome. My father was here, he was 20 years old.
So he worked here when he was very young?
Yeah, when he was very young.
This is Ziad's father, Musa al-Mamari. When Musa was working on the palace, he discovered a plot of land just a few kilometers away and had an idea. A few years later, in 1962, he laid the foundations of his very own landmark, Musa Castle. This is incredible.
Yeah.
How long did it take your father to build it?
It took him 73 years of work to fulfill his dream. Imagine.
73
yeah,
years?
73 years.
And did he build it himself?
Himself, stone by stone, every stone. And as we can see, every stone has a different design.
Musa drew the plans, laid the bricks, and perfected the carvings of his very own 3,500 square meter castle.
He wrote here, I entered as still young and get out as an old man. So to tell us that he spent all his life in doing this.
Inside, the surprises keep coming. Over 30 rooms, there are more than 150 life-size stone and plaster figures, posed in dioramas depicting life in historic rural Lebanon. Ah, look at that. This is amazing.
Yeah. This is a village scene from Musa's early life. And he made it all by his own hand. The statues, everything.
Ziad takes me downstairs to show me where it all began, Musa's classroom. When he was a child, he was caught sketching the plans for his dream castle. His teacher responded by beating him and tearing apart the drawing.
My father stood up and he collected the pieces of drawing and he told them, you're going to see this in real one day. Let me show you the drawing.
Look at this.
You see?
And the original tears, so
and
he stuck it back.
Yeah, that's right.
And it looks exactly like the
You see, it's similar, very, very similar.
This is a work of art.
Yeah.
Your father sounds like the sort of person that I like because, you know, when somebody tells him he can't do something, it makes him even more determined.
Determined, yes. This is the story of my father.
Musa was set on avenging this childhood humiliation. He built a small door at the castle's entrance, so his teacher would have to bow to him when he finally visited. And if you need any more proof of Musa's resolve, inside is a display of his own personal armory, a massive collection of weapons. Something tells me that Musa was a man not to be messed with. I've never seen so many guns in my life. Since it opened to the public in 1969, the castle has grown to become a big tourist attraction. In the summer, Ziad estimates they regularly welcome more than 1,000 visitors a day. This afternoon, Musa's wife is among them.
بالعالم كله صار بيحكي بقصة موسى وقصة قلعة موسى. أنا كنت فخورة كتير فيه، وكنت الإبداع يلي هو صار، وأنا عرفته من قبل إنه هو مبدع وهو بده يوصل وهو بده يعمل شيء مميز عن كل العالم. وبالفعل عملنا هالقلعة مميزة وكانت إيده.
Sadly, Musa died earlier in the year, in January.
أنا بفكر إنه موسى ما مات، موسى موجود معنا، موسى موجود، روحه موجودة هون. فكل يوم بيجي بصلي له، أول ما أقوم من النوم بلبس وبيجي على الصورة بقول له يا موسى أنت معنا، أنت موجود معنا.
But his family are determined to keep his legacy alive. Betadine Palace, which your father helped to restore, is more than 200 years old. Do you think in 200 years' time, people will still be coming to visit Musa Castle?
Yes, for sure.